Hey guys, this is my 13th Python tutorial video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to use this very special and interesting function called the range function. Now think of the range function not as like finding the mathematical range of two different non-equal values, but to find well to execute a certain batch of code depending on which values are specified in this parentheses. So what I'm trying to say is, in the range, after the range function, you'd have a complete set of parentheses, obviously. Then you would have two numbers in the middle of those, and they would be separated by a comma, so range knows what to do. And with the range, when the Python interpreter reads this, it would think this is the minimum and this is the maximum. So think of the left number as the minimum and the right number is the maximum. So this would work, but this would not work. So in the range function, it would pretty much list these numbers within the parentheses: 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is because range works like it like expands the number of whole numbers between the minimum and the maximum. So if you want to use the range function, you have to use another function called for. Well, one of the logic functions, for. So for x in range, well, I'm using x as a placeholder variable. You don't necessarily have to use it. So for x in range 0, 4, do this code. So why don't we print hello world, just to make it very simple for us to decipher. So let's F5, and you get this 4 times. And why is that? Well, think about it like this. So if you had 1, well, no, if you had 0, no, wrong key. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just follow the cursor. Think of it having like a loop here, a loop here, a loop here, and a loop here, like spaces between the numbers. There are 5 numbers, but there are 4 spaces. So it would use hello world 4 times. This is why you see it only 4 times rather than 5, due to there being 5 numbers, because there are 4 spaces between 5 numbers. So when x goes through the cycle, it would first calculate which number x is first. So it would be 0, and then when that code for 0 is done, it will repeat the code until x is out of the range of 4. So that's how the range function is going to work. And with this, we can actually make very interesting contraptions. Well, not really contraptions, but contraptions as in like code. So why don't we import the OS module for now? We can import the time module, and actually for now we can just leave the import OS out of it for now. That's gonna be in the next video. So we can import the time module here for now, and then we would do for x in range. Well, with the range function, there's actually a few very cool configurations that can be done. So you can actually have 3 numbers in the range loop. So if you have for x in range 0, 0, 2, 1. Excuse me there for a second. Actually, take out the import for now. I'm going to demonstrate this. Let me just demonstrate this for now. So if you have for x in range this, print hello world. Then we F5, and now you can see, you can see it does it twice, but now if we change this last number to 2, now let's see what this does now. It only does once. That's the key. Hello world would only be put once because 2 is kind of like a stepper. So if you had 0, then 1, then 2, this is 2 spaces, right? But if you have this 2, think of x as like every other number. So it would jump this, it would jump the gap between 0 and 2 just like that, rather than complete it twice. So it would only do it would only print hello world once. So using this knowledge, we can once again resume our current program. We can import the time module for x in range 0, 2, print hello world. And turns out we can actually manipulate with this range function a little cooler in a cooler way. So we can set a variable called a equal to input, and then enter the maximum. The next one would be b. So we will also set that to an input. Enter the stepper value. So for x in range 0, a. We can call the variable a because we're entering the maximum. Oh, speaking of numbers, we forgot to do one other thing. We have to do the int input, because otherwise it can mistake a number for a letter, and then the range function won't work and everything will go wrong, yada yada yada. So so now we have b. Enter the stepper value. So 0 a b, print hello world. We can save this. Let's try F5ing. Okay, good. So enter the maximum. So which number should we do? Why don't we try 6? Enter the stepper value. Let's go with 2. Ah, it works. You see? Hello world, hello world, hello world. It's right there in the flesh. Well, computer screen flesh for the matter. So what we're trying to say, so what it's pretty much doing is we're doing a in input, enter the maximum. So if we put 6 for x in range 0, 6. So a would be replaced with 6. Then b equals in input, enter the stepper value. Then b will be replaced by 2 because we entered 2. So because there are 6 gaps between 0 and 6, we would be doing, and the stepper is 2, we would pretty much go only 3 spaces because we're jumping it. So it's every other value. So when that's done, we can do this. We can also do time related stuff. So we can do time.sleep 1, print hello world. Or yeah, we can do that for now, and then we'll see how this works out. Enter the maximum. Okay, it's restarting. Let's go with, but we don't want to make it too long, so let's once again go with 4. Stepper value, why don't we try, let's just go with 1 for now, and then we'll see. So 1 second later, hello world. 1 second later, hello world. And then it will keep repeating until the stepper value has reached the maximum. So we're going to be using this model for our next project in the next video, which is pretty much making a really cool rainbow torture chamber. Yep, sprouting some evil thoughts there for you. Alright then, so that concludes this video for now, and please subscribe to LEEDnet, and feel free to comment and like this video as well. And have a great day.